Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. A new summon pool event started in Raid Shadow Legends today, and in this video I'm going to take a look at how good this summon pool is, because this has some really interesting things going on. First, thank you Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring this video and for giving me this wonderful promo link down below in the description there in the QR code. A new raid account with Tagoar at the start, then Venomage at level 15, Uugo at 30 and Deacon Armstrong himself at level 40. A wonderful start to raid. But into this force summon pool, so as the name implies, all of the champions in this one are force champions, so all of them are red, and the headline champion this time is Predator, with a 2% chance to pick it up, and that's kind of a mixed bag, because anyone who wants to spend money on the game has a better chance to pick up Predator just by buying the champion pass, and then you get Predator guaranteed. And you might not want to get Predator from this if you have already invested in the Champion Pass. On the other hand, free-to-play players now have a chance to get Predator, but they typically only get to pull once, so 1 out of 50 free-to-play players have a chance to get Predator from this one. And also, Predator kind of pales in comparison to some of the other champions available, because Zaharis, Tagoar, Glycad has incredible Sanguine Marie and a recent fusion, Priva, wonderful champion Pythion. That's totally insane. That champion is so good. Wixwell, if you want to get that shield action going on, and Venalicia. So the champions in this, the legendary champions, they are really, really good. And the same actually continues with the epic champions. There are 16 epics in this pool. Aux, Burangiri, Doom Priest, Isbale, Geomancer is here. So another chance to pick up Geomancer, one of your best opportunities to pick up Geomancer, just a tremendously wonderful champion. Husk, Illusinia, Lady Quillen, Deity, Mordecai, Neldor, Rector Drat is here, Sepulchre Sentinel, Sinesha, Tylesia and Zaga. So this looks like a very high quality pool. If we try to look a little bit deeper into how good this pool is, then there are 4 champions that are above the rest, because Glycad, Pythion, then Wixwell and Geomancer are just tremendous, incredible champions that you really want to have. But the others are not far behind, because just looking at the grading of these champions on Ayumi Love and Hell Hades, for example, they are all rated pretty high. All the legendaries are quite good. Actually, Predator is perhaps the weakest legendary in this pool. Of course, the thing going for Predator is that Predator is only available for a limited time, and then you will never be able to get Predator again. And Predator does have that Hunter's Gaze, which no other champion currently can do, although most bosses are now immune to that, so that's a bit of a downside. But then also stuff like Sepulchre Sentinel, Rector Drat, Neldor, Aux, Doom Priest, Mordecai, Sinesha. That's just fantastic champions all over. And the rest of the pool is not weak either. Burangiri can still do some Doom Tower things. Illusinia can still be great against Hydra, for example. Isbale, Husk, another potentially great Hydra champion. Deity, Tylesia, Zagala. The pool is just solid. With the weakest link being Lady Quillen, the only champion here that doesn't really have a use in game other than as a fusion piece for the Lady Mikage fusion. So even Lady Quillen has a use. If you don't have one already, you will need one at some point, at least one, in order to be able to fuse Lady Mikage. So how do you get to pull from this pool? You need 40 Prism crystals in order to pull from this pool, and there is already ongoing one tournament that gives you 40 Prism crystals, and it's a Gear Ascension tournament. Usually there's one, sometimes 2 events, so probably just this one this time. At least we can't see another one coming. And the Gear Ascension tournament already started at the same time as the pool appeared. And Gear Ascension means that you want to do Sand Devil or Phantom Grow. You get slightly more points from Phantom Grow than you get from Sand Devil, so Phantom Grow is a little bit more energy efficient. And in these 2 dungeons, generally the higher you can do them, the better. If you can do stage 25, which is the last stage, that is the best way. However, stage 16 is once again very cost effective here. It's actually better than stage 20 in these specific dungeons. So stage 16 points per energy is only defeated by stage 23, 24 and 25 for Sand Devil, and 22, 23, 24 and 25 for Phantom Shogun. So that's the one pool that you can get for free, but you can also buy more pools with real money. Prism Crystal offers are in the shop. €6 for 20 crystals, €24 for 80 crystals, €60 for 210 crystals. So that's what the pool looks like. each pool is like a curated sacred shard. You can only get epics or legendaries out of that. You have the same basic odds than a sacred shard. You can't combine it with a 2x event, of course. And the pool is of high quality, so you can't get any bad legendaries or bad epics out of these. And 12 euros per pool, the price is lower than for sacred shards in general, so these are actually pretty good events in that sense. Although, of course, if you want one specific champion, then that can be difficult to get. And this is a very strong pool also, in the sense that it seems to be targeting the upcoming Grim Forest. Grim Forest is a new game mode that's going to come soon, and in Grim Forest I'm going to make a video about the bosses a little bit, because yesterday Plarium showed the abilities of the bosses, and against those bosses you're going to need stuff like block buffs, block debuffs, HP burn. These are some very essential things that you have to bring in order to be successful here. And the way Grim Forest works is that you either make 2 squads of 10 champions for normal or 2 squads of 20 for hard, and then the game is going to pull randomly some champions out of those. So for example, in some of the test server footage that I have seen, it pulled like 17 out of the 40 champions in hard mode, and then you use those 17 champions to build your final team. Which means that you will need multiple champions that bring these kinds of abilities in order to ensure that you will be able to get some of those against bosses. Maybe you even want to put, like, if you have 10 and 10, then on the other side, on those 10, you want to have all the block buffs, all the block debuffs there, so that at least some of those will be picked up, and then the other side has damage dealers or something like that, for example. So if you're still missing some champions to build good Grim Forest teams, then this summon pool can actually help you with that quite a bit. The Predator as the headline champion, on the other hand, is a little bit awkward, because Champion Pass is just such an easier way to get Predator. But getting ready for Grim Forest, pulling some of those potential block buffs, block debuffs, HP burn champions out of this force pool, that can be really great synergy. Thank you for watching. Click like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and a special thanks to all of my Patreon supporters, YouTube members and Twitch subscribers who make all of these videos possible.